Good morning, everybody. I wanted to come on and show you how I kit up a diamond painting and a couple lessons I've learned, or at least one lesson that I've learned, what to do, what not to do. So when you get your kits, when you get your diamond paintings, obviously you get your canvas and you get all your little diamonds here. I'm sorry, I just went out of focus. Well, what I do now is I already did some of them, which I'll show you in a minute, but I use the 28 setup, the beads, the bead holders, and what I do before I put anything in there is, can you see, I put a little piece of dryer sheet in the bottom, because sometimes in these bags they get staticky. But what I started to do, because lesson that I've learned, is that you should check your drills. It's a pain, but in the long run it'll be worth it, because you only have a certain amount of time to dispute anything if the seller doesn't fix the problem. So what I'm doing is I have number 742. And what you can see, that's the number on the inventory sheet. It's a little hard because I can't zoom out or anything. So this is number 15 right here. And it's number 742, and I just draw the little code on there. I really don't use that on this, but I use this mostly. So then what I do is I dump them out into a tray. You have to excuse me because I'm working around the camera. I dump them out onto the tray. And hope, I mean, when you have the bigger sets, you're going to have to do a little bit at a time. You don't have to do this. But I've learned, because the last one that I had was very, very, very bad drills. And they were not willing to fix. It was bad drills and a bad canvas. Well, but the canvas was fine. It was the glue, and the seller kept asking me what color, and I kept saying it was all of them. Now these drills look beautiful, and the canvas, and they just didn't want to replace it, so I had to file a dispute. Well, it was the last day I could file a dispute to get my refund. And thankfully, I got it in just in time. And then, so now I'm going to be checking the drills. It's a little more time consuming. Like I said, you don't have to. You can do it as you go, as you're doing the painting. But just keep in mind that you only have a certain amount of time to dispute it. And if the seller doesn't help you out, then, you're going to want that option to at least get your money back. I mean, some of these paintings, it depends on how big you get. They can go upwards, $100 or more. I'm not going to spend $100 on them, but they can go that much. Let me give you an example of bad drills that I found already. I'll get the one that was really bad. I thought I had it out already. But and if you can see on here, I put don't use, because I'm going to contact the seller and see if they'll replace these drills. Because they're discolored, and now that I say this, it probably won't be the ones that I'm looking at. But they were discolored, and they had holes in them. And from here, they probably look okay. But if you look closely, let me zoom in for you. If you look close, you can see how they have holes in them. They're discolored. And this particular set, it was almost all of them. I mean, they're terrible. And for somebody who doesn't know to look, you're just going to do it, and then you're going to notice it later. I mean, nobody's going to walk up to your painting and say, "Oh my God, you have holes in your drills." or they're the wrong color, because, you know, they're going to look at it from afar, but still, you know, you're spending money on them, you want them to look good. So they have to replace these, and it's pretty much almost all of them. I mean, there might be a few in there I can use, but I'm not going to sit there and pick through them when it's this many. And then I had another set that isn't quite as bad. But as you can see, I just dump them right in from here. And even though I'm not going to use these, I still got to have them just in case the seller won't send them. I don't see why they wouldn't, though. And there was this set too, but I'm not going to take them out. It wasn't all of them, but you can see, like I can see one right here. Where is it? Right there. Discolored. There's a few more that had holes and stuff in it, so. But, oops, they're upside down. These are just the cheap little tweezers. But yeah, so I'm going to finish kitting these up, and then I'll contact the seller with what I need. So again, I'll just show you again how I do it. 743 is what we're looking for. I thought I had it sitting right here. There they are, they're hiding. And then all I do is I just cut them open. And like I said, I apologize for the little space here because I'm working around my camera. And then I just dump them in the tray. Shake them around. Now this particular painting, if you remember from the unboxing, it's the pineapple that I'm actually inspecting. And these look pretty good too. So you can see the difference between the ones I showed you and these. See how pretty they are, and no discoloration. I don't see any holes. I mean, you might get a little piece of trash here and there. That's no big deal. Like there's one, where is it? Right there. I probably won't be able to use that because of that little spur on there. It'll just pop it back up. There's one with a hole, but that, you know, one little one's not going to hurt anything. I'll just throw that one away. I do have a little, I keep each kit that I do, I do miscellaneous, like if I drop one and I don't remember which color it is, and then I do trash. I've already got one in there and I haven't even tried it yet, done it yet. And then you can see the trash that I've picked up so far. Just, you know, it's not bad because I've done half of the colors already, so that's not too bad. So then I just dump them back in here with the dryer sheet in the bottom. That keeps it from being too staticky. I have had bags that were like horrible. I couldn't get them off my fingers. And then what I do, after I get all of them into the little containers here, let me show you. I take my inventory sheets. If I can get it around my light. I take my inventory sheet. I write the company's name, when I ordered, when it was delivered. It already has the sizes. And then I fold it. So that the picture's out. I wish I could zoom out more, but I can't. I'm sorry. And I take my container. This is the containers that I use. Everybody has their own particular way that they like to do things. Let me pick the camera up for you so you can see this better. So there is the containers that I use. And then what I do is I take my inventory sheet, I put that on the top, and I close it up. And, well, it's usually not this hard to click. It's not easy to do with one hand. And that to me is funny, and if you knew me better, you'd understand. But anyway, then this way I have it on the top. And then what I do is I take a label, and I don't have any out right now, but I take a label and I'll put pineapple on one of the labels and put it out here just in case this falls out or whatever. Or I misplace it, which isn't likely, but it could happen. So yeah, so that's what I do. That's how I do it. Everybody's different. Some people use the baggies. I personally don't like the baggies because then I have to have another container just to hold the baggies anyway. And I don't know why I can't get this open now. So I just find it easier to use these. I mean, you'll figure out your own way, obviously. But this is just how I do it. And it's really easy for me. You can see all my 5200s, my white background. And yeah, I still have those to do. But that's just how I do it. So I hope that helps somebody. If you have any questions or comments, leave below. If you like my channel, subscribe. And have a great day. See you another time. Bye.